What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I'm very excited to bring you guys some gameplay of the brand new AK-47 assault rifle in Advanced Warfare. Yes, that's right, boys. So this is kind of like a throwback nostalgic weapon. It's been in the Call of Duty series for quite some time now, and Sledgehammer decided to bring it back as a part of the Advanced Supply Drop rotation. They just added this, the M16, and the Self-3 Cauterizer Energy Shotgun in a couple of days ago. So if you guys missed my video on the M16, make sure you guys check it out. I'll link it down in the description and annotate on screen. We'll cover the Self-3 tomorrow, but today in this video, we are going to be talking about the AK-47. And unlike the M16 that we covered yesterday, this is actually a pretty good weapon. Like, I really like it. I played quite a few games today using this thing, and I honestly, I was having a good time. It's something that's different. It's not really like anything else we currently have in Advanced Warfare, but it's not a bad different. Like, it's a very fun gun to use. It's challenging, but it's also very rewarding, and if you use it correctly, it can be one of the better assault rifles in the game. So one of the first things this gun has going for it is the fantastic iron sights. They're amazing. They're just like all the other iron sights we've had on the AKs of the past Call of Duty. Kind of like a little half moon, half circle with the vertical line down the middle, and they're fantastic. They don't block up too much of your view. You're able to be super precise, especially at those medium to longer ranges, which is where this gun excels. So honestly, I didn't even put a red dot sight or anything else on it. I didn't feel the need to. I didn't even feel like I had to try it out. I'd rather spin that point somewhere else just because they're so good. There's no reason for it. You guys can test that if you want, but I didn't feel the need for it. I thought it was, plenty good enough without it. So, obviously that's very good. If you don't have to run optics on a weapon, you can still be really accurate with it. That's a pretty big plus. Now, definitely the biggest characteristic of this weapon is the high damage. And obviously the AK-47 has always been known for that, but it's definitely emphasized in this game. So up close, I would probably say, about out to, shotgun range, like one-shot kill shotgun range. It's a 3-shot kill, which is pretty good, but most assault rifles are at that point. The deal is that it drops down to a 4-shot kill and then never drops after that. Like, you can be all the way across the map from somebody and it's still only going to be a 4-shot kill, whereas most assault rifles drop down to a 5-shot kill or more. I think the MK14 is one of the ones that doesn't drop. That might be the only one. I'm not sure. But the AK-47 is definitely one of the most high damage weapons out there because it doesn't drop below a 4-shot kill, which is pretty insane. So those medium to long range gunfights, you definitely have the upper hand if you're getting your shots on target. And on top of that, not only does that help you out at long range, but you can also throw a silencer on the weapon without too much of a disadvantage. Now, obviously, if a weapon drops down to a 5 or a 6-shot kill, putting a silencer on it is definitely going to hurt you there. But if it's a 4-shot kill to infinity, putting a silencer on is not going to affect you that much. It's going to slightly reduce your 3-shot kill range, but typically you don't want to find yourself in close quarters combat with this weapon anyway. So the silencer is a fantastic option for an attachment on this weapon, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. Now, talking about that damage, obviously it's got a very high damage. Because of that, it's got a little bit slower fire rate. It's definitely, the slowest out of all the assault rifles. At least the fully auto assault rifles. It's nothing like the BAL or, the AK-12 or anything like that where you're going to be able to dump a lot of bullets down range. You got to be a little bit more accurate, pick your shots a little bit wiser, and just realize that you're dealing with a high damage weapon here, so every shot counts. Just try to be as accurate as possible. Now, next up, let's talk about the recoil. This is probably the biggest downside of this weapon. So the recoil is extremely high, and it's very unpredictable, unlike in other Call of Duty games. Like in the past, the AK has always had big amounts of recoil, but it was mainly just vertical recoil, which is a little bit easier to predict. It's easy to control and, kind of compensate for it and stuff like that. But in this game, not only does it have a lot of vertical recoil, it's also got a lot of horizontal side-to-side recoil. So because of that, it's a little bit harder to control. Long-range gunfights can be a bit of a challenge. It can be pretty tough to get all your shots on target. You definitely have to burst fire the weapon. The foregrip is one of the best, actually, no, I'm going to say the best. It's absolutely the best attachment you can put on this weapon. So you guys are going to see here, this is the normal recoil pattern. I'm going to spray 2 magazines into the wall, and you guys are going to see it is all over the place. Then we're going to switch over. We're going to put on the foregrip, and you guys are going to see this is a major difference. So the foregrip, it's one of the first attachments you unlock. It's definitely the attachment you should run this weapon at all times, if not anything else. Like, it's absolutely crazy. You absolutely need it to be able to use this weapon effectively. So the foregrip is an absolute must. Now, next up, one other, kind of like more slightly not quite as bad deficit on this weapon is the ADS is slower than normal, and it's slow enough that you're definitely going to notice the difference. Like when I first picked up the weapon, I was aiming down sight, I was like, man, it feels like I'm in slow-mo, and that's because it's actually significantly slower than a lot of the other assault rifles in the game. So the quick draw grip is actually a pretty solid attachment for this weapon. It really helps you out for those, you know, slightly more close quarter combat situations, coming around a corner, seeing an enemy, wanting to get shots on target really, really quick. And I think it's one of the last attachments you unlock at like 70 aim down sight kills or something like that. So that's a good option for you guys. But I would definitely say the foregrip is the most important. I would probably say quick draw grip is the second most important. And then finally silencer is the third most important. And that's actually a really good setup. If you want to run 3 attachments, it's probably my favorite setup with this weapon. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's the AK-47 in Advanced Warfare. It's a very unique and very fun weapon to use. Like it's something different. It excels at those medium to longer ranges. It's not really a jack of all trades weapon, but it's good if you use it in the right ways, unlike the M16. So let me know what you guys think about the AK. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be checking out the Self-3 Cauterizer tomorrow, so make sure you guys check that out. And I will catch you guys later. Check out these 2 videos if you're new seen yet. Peace out, guys.